Hello everyone, this is Sachin Sawant, your UK immigration lawyer. Today I'm going to give you the update regarding yesterday's news. The Home Secretary has given an that there will be some changes. Yesterday it was mentioned in the statement. Uh, Rules have not been changed yet, but they will be subsequently. So the intention is mainly to change the student visa route. They have been seeing a lot of abuse. The reason, I'll just give the background briefly. They have been seeing a lot of abuse of the system whereby students are coming immediately, they are switching on to the skilled worker visas rather than completing their course, so which obviously looks to them as if the intention was immigration to the UK, not studying. So that is one of the reasons this thing will be stopped. Any student who comes for the January batch onwards, so since the students coming from the January batches of studies will not be allowed to switch into skilled worker visa unless they have completed their course of study. So that is very, very important. They have to complete it successfully, the course of study. It will change, they will change it in the immigration rules shortly, and it will be published. The second change is, and this is quite the biggest one, the dependents. This was quite a target of Home Office for a while now. It was in discussion for almost, I would say, a year or so now. At least 6 months I have seen that it was in discussion, that the dependents will not be allowed to come to the UK along with the student. So only exception would be if, so basically they are excluding PhD students. That is the intention behind it. So anyone who is currently designated on a research program, they are on a postgraduate courses currently designated as research programs. So you are doing a PG course, postgraduate course, and that is designated by the university as a research program. So if it is a research program and a postgrad, both the conditions are met, then ideally it would be PhDs, etc. So only then you can bring your dependents. Dependent is a family member, husband, wife, unmarried partner, civil partner, and any children under the age of 18 years of age. So they cannot, those family members cannot be brought with any other students other than individuals who are studying for a research program, and that is a postgraduate or higher, and that is in research. So that is very, very important. Other students, normally any bachelors, any masters, they will not be allowed to bring their family members. This is quite a big change. So this is these are two main changes. Other things that the Home Secretary referred to were removing the ability in a student switch out of the student route. Yeah, so the work route, so switching not allowed. These are two main changes that students need to be aware of, or at least incoming students, people who, individuals who are already here, it wouldn't change their situation. If you are already as a student in the UK, it doesn't matter. These things don't matter to you. But if you are planning to come for any batches from January 2024 onwards, then you cannot bring dependents unless you are doing a postgraduate, which is in research. And secondly, you cannot switch to the skilled worker visa, that is the work permit, the work visa allowing you to work in the UK, unless you have completed your course of study. So these are two main changes. Other things they talked about were they will be reviewing the maintenance requirements for students, as yeah, they have seen some weird happenings as to students borrowing loans, etc., and really not having real maintenance as such, what the government expects for them to take care of themselves up to 9 months of course at least. That is what the usual maintenance is. And they also want to clamp down on unscrupulous education agents. So this is what has been on Home Office list as well. So their goal is to stop any agents who are selling immigration rather than education. So that is the main change that I refer to. You cannot switch from a student to skilled worker unless you have completed your course of study. So if someone is coming just for immigration, they may not complete the education, they may directly switch. So that is what they are going to stop. And better communicating mission rules. So, and that's it. So other things are perfectly fine, improved and more targeted enforcement. So they will do targeted enforcement, which was done in the past as well, about 10 years ago in 2012 or before, where many private colleges had been closed, etc. So seems like on similar lines, they will be auditing universities, etc., maybe checking the records if students are attending, etc. All of those things. So yeah, we this is the space to wait and watch, I would say. So we'll keep on updating any changes that happen to the rules. So the intention mainly is to change two main areas which are going to impact any new students that are coming in. So new students coming to the UK, planning to come from January batches onward, January 2024 batches forward. From that date forward, if your course is starting, then beware, you cannot bring your dependents, uh, husband, wife, your partner, and any children under the age of 18 years of age along with you. And the important thing here is, if you cannot bring them as dependents, remember, let's say for example, you cannot even bring them when you move on to the graduate route. So let's say you come for a bachelor's or a master's, which is not, so it doesn't qualify as a PhD, as a PG in research. So you cannot bring the dependent in the first instance on the student visa. Then if you decide to move on to the graduate route visa, even then you cannot bring the dependent, because even graduate route already has a restriction. Since it was launched, you cannot add any new dependents to that. So if you are planning to get the student visa, then move on to the graduate route. Then till the time the graduate route finishes and you get a skilled worker visa, only when you get a skilled worker visa you can bring along or bring in dependents. So this is very, very important. I know I have been approached by many individuals where they plan to get married, etc. I know students come from many countries, they want to get married and they want to bring their spouse. This will be a hurdle. So remember, if you are coming as a student, so let's say the smallest courses I've seen masters would be a 1 year course. After that, you want to go into a 2 year graduate route. Throughout the graduate route period, you can keep looking for a skilled worker visa sponsorship from your employer, from any other employer. But if you don't end up getting the sponsorship, so almost 3 years you will be without your dependents, or you won't be able to marry if you're planning to marry. So this is what I've seen, especially students coming from South Asian countries, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. They come and then slowly they also get married, settle down, bring their partner, etc. So if your intentions are to get married, make sure you may be locked out of even getting married for the 3 year period. The first year maybe the student visa and the 2 years of graduate route, unless you move on to a skilled worker visa after your student visa at any point, either after getting on the graduate route or directly after the student visa. So that is the main one. So dependents, that seems to be the main one that we are mainly concerned about, or we are looking into how the changes will be written in the rules. So when they come in the rules, then we'll have more clarity on it. And switching out, so remember, if you come to study, you have to study. There is no way out. You cannot switch on to the worker route, the skilled worker route, unless you have completed your course. So if you want to study, only then you come to the UK, or else it will be a big challenge. If studying is not your main forte, you find it difficult studying, and whatever course you've selected, you are just coming to the UK for immigration, be mindful of this, decide this, consider this factor. This is very important. You need to pass your course as well. Other than that, you won't be able to switch to the skilled worker visa. And thank you very much. If you do like such updates and our other videos, you do subscribe to our channel. Help us reach about 1,000 subscribers. We are planning to go live maybe with some frequency, maybe once in a month or once a week. We'll see that. But do follow our channel, subscribe to our channel, like this video, give us a thumbs up, and any comments, questions you can write under the video. If you need advice for your specific situation, please book a consultation with us. Yeah, so links will be down below. And thank you very much. Follow us on various social platforms, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And thank you.